you got between hip-hop and everyday life, all right? Now, check this out. I always like to start the show by saying one time for the good people over at WRFG 89.3 FM, our FM radio home for the past 15 plus years. I also got to say one time for the good people over at live365.com. Again, live365.com. Now, what live365.com is, it's the internet oldest streaming service, all right? But they're more than just a streaming service. What they are a hub. They are a platform for radio stations to broadcast live over the internet. Now, a lot of your favorite terrestrial radio stations actually use Live365 to broadcast to you through the internet, because during the internet burst, a lot of radio stations didn't have the server space to basically transcend over the airways of the internet. So they use Live365 server. All right. I'm happy to announce that the Riding Dirty Radio Show, we've partnered up with Live365, and we have launched our very own internet radio station. All right. Now, the name of this internet radio station is Ride 95. All right. That's RID 95. Now, the best way to access Ride 95 is easy. All you got to do is go to live365.com via computer, or go to your app store and download the Live365 app. Now, once you download the Live365 app or go to the website, they have a search engine. And in the search engine, you can access over 1,500 radio stations. All right. Now, in their search engine, type in the words Ride 95. All right. Type in Ride 95. Once you type in Ride 95, you'll see our logo. Click on our logo, and you can listen to us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. All right. And we're giving you the best in what's next in hip hop and R&B. All right. So please lock us in. If you get a chance, definitely lock us in. All right? All right, now, let me go down celebrity birthdays. Today is Friday, July the 10th. I got a few birthdays. First, I got to say happy birthday to one of my favorite wide receivers of all time. He doesn't have a job right now in the NFL, but happy birthday to Mr. Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown turns 32 years old today. I'm sure if y'all check out his Instagram, he'll be doing something interesting and crazy. But definitely happy birthday to Antonio Brown, who turns 32 years old today. I don't have a lot of birthdays here. Let me see. Gotta say happy birthday to you might know her as Young Lyric, female MC, Young Lyric Thomas. She turns 17 years old today. Definitely happy birthday to her. Got to say happy birthday to actor Carlin Jeffrey. Happy birthday to him. He turns 27 years old today. Happy birthday to actress Carla Jeffrey. She turns 27 years old today. That's actually the twin sister of Carlin Jeffrey, in case you did not know. But definitely happy birthday to them. And last but not least, got to say happy birthday to rapper Dom McLennan. He turns 28 years old today. So definitely, I always like to tell you, if you have an opportunity to follow any of the people I mentioned on their birthdays, please make sure, if you follow them on social media, be sure to hashtag them happy birthday and let them know that you heard it was their birthday on the Riding Dirty Show, and wish them the best, wish them well, and hopefully they're definitely living their best life, enjoying their birthdays. Check out some of the music, check out some of their feature films, check out a lot of things they're doing when it comes to celebrating their birthday and moving the culture forward. Okay? All right? So again, happy birthday to everybody I mentioned. All right. So I gotta say, last week I told y'all Pop Smoke, they released Pop Smoke's album. It's entitled Aim for the Stars, Shoot for the Moon. It's definitely scheduled to be the #1 album to come out. But I'm proud to announce that in the murder of Pop Smoke, he was murdered in February, actually in January, there's been 5 arrests since his album was released. 5 arrests since his album was released. So I think that is very, very dope, that the week of the release of his album, that someone has been arrested for that situation. So again, one time for, Pop Smoke album, and one time for them hopefully getting justice for his family. All right, gotta say one time for Jay-Z's Rock Nation. They just inked a deal to take the Italian soccer team AC Milan to the next level. So Rock Nation will definitely be representing AC Milan Soccer Club in the near future, man. It seems like Rock Nation is always doing his thing or doing their thing when it comes to, you know, moving the culture forward. Gotta say one time to Beyonce. Beyonce is offering loans to black-owned small businesses, all right? She's offering loans. It's like a new relief fund she just set up for small black-owned businesses. So dozens and dozens of businesses will be able to reap the benefits and get help from Beyonce, and she will actually give you loans and help you stay afloat. All right, gotta say one time for gospel rapper Lecrae. Lecrae is going to be delivering masks. That's right, he's going to be delivering face masks. He's going to be delivering face masks to Atlanta, Fulton County's jail. So one time for Lecrae for always keeping it positive in the community and always doing his thing. Also, gotta say one time for Megan Thee Stallion. She's teamed up with Crunchyroll to launch an anime-inspired streetwear clothing line called Hot Girl Exclusive. So look very forward to seeing that really soon. And also look for a lot of brand new hold on, my thing just jumped. Look for some new streams to hit online this week. Some new stuff from Childish Gambino, Kendrick Lamar, NWA, Killer Mike. All these songs are definitely streaming very hard. They're not new songs, but these songs, since the death of George Floyd, has skyrocketed. So look for music by all those artists, because those numbers are definitely doing what it's supposed to do. All right. Last but not least, got to say, one time for NASCAR driver Bubba Wallace. All right, Bubba Wallace just signed a historic deal with Dr. Dre. Now I'm not sure what this deal is going to include. I don't think Bubba's an artist or going to be doing any music, so I'm sure it's going to be some type of management or branding. But one time for Bubba Wallace teaming up with Dr. Dre to help take his career to the next level. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I just gave y'all celebrity birthdays as well as celebrity news. Now it's time for me to give y'all what I enjoy giving y'all the most, and that's bringing y'all the people on the street, the people that are moving the culture to the next level, whether it's through arts, entertainment, philanthropism, entrepreneurship, movies. Everyone on this platform is helping captivate the culture, and today is no different. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Riding Dirty platform, Colombian artist Juni Trejo. What's going on, my G?
Yo, what's good? How's it going, man? What's popping, yo?
Maintaining. Hey. How about yourself?
Yo, I'm really good, man. I'm at a great time in my life, yo. I'm just enjoying the blessings of God, you know what I'm saying, every single day.
No doubt.
And
Now,
just making this music, pushing it, man.
All right, no doubt. So look, I know I butchered your last name. My wife is Hispanic, and she tried to tell me how to say it. And them J's messed me up. So properly pronounce your name for the people.
Yeah, it's Juni Trejo.
So I said it right, Trejo.
Yeah, Trejo. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I didn't butcher it so bad. Okay. So look, the first thing I want to do is get into the story of Juni. Let the people know where you're from and what was your introduction to music.
Yeah, man. So basically, I was born in Queens, but I was also raised in Florida for like a good 10 years. And I was raised in New York for like a good 10 years. And now I'm back in Florida. And yeah, man, I got into music at like 12, you know what I'm saying? Just chilling with like, you know, friends and like freestyle rapping. And then, you know, just over the years, you know, moved to New York. And my dad bought me equipment, and I just started making music, man. And I just loved it. You know, I just loved it. It was just important. It was something that was really important to me. It really was. And you know, music is important to like everyone. Really, like it's just so therapeutic.
All right. Who are some of your influences when it comes to music?
So I got a couple. Funny enough, you mentioned Lecrae earlier. He's one of my biggest inspirations, like without a doubt. And I think that's just crazy that you mentioned him earlier, because yeah, him, and then one of his like signees, his name's Andy Mineo. He's like another big influence. But yeah, I mean, I really just love, jazz culture, Latin culture, afrobeat culture. It's all just great. Like the music is great, and I just love that Afro vibe. It's just is great, man. It's a great sound. So I have a lot of different influences. I can name a lot. Justin Timberlake, like just a lot of them. That really like inspired me.
All right, let's talk about Juni as an artist. What do you want fans to take from your music? Like when new fans are checking out your music, what do you want them to take from your music?
Yeah. First thing I want them to take from my music is that, life has value. There's definitely a purpose for life. And I definitely reiterated that in my debut album. It was like designed like a movie. It's like a sonic movie, like you're hearing a movie. That's how the album was set up, and it's just like this whole dialogue between man and God, and just our plight and how we're here for a purpose. And it's just incredible, and it has to do with like what's going on right now. We're living in a very interesting time. A lot of people believe we're living in the end times, last days. So I talk a lot about that in the album. And yeah, it's just really a positive message. It's all about the spirit behind it. It's just really uplifting. It's absolute positive vibes, if you want to call it that, but I call it the godly vibes.
Okay.
And yeah, man.
Okay. All right. Now, you mentioned Lecrae and you mentioned godly vibes. How much spirituality is in your music?
Man, a lot, bro. A lot. Believe it or not. But, there's some tracks where I'm having fun, and there's some tracks where I'm talking about, God and, like, and, like, my testimony and how I know that my life changed drastically. And, yeah, man.
All right, definitely. All right, now, let's talk a little bit about your style. Would you consider your style Latin trap, Latin swing, mambo? How would you categorize your style?
I would say it is. I really like. I feel like it's more on the afrobeat side, because I chose to incorporate a Nigerian language, a native language in Nigeria. I've been around the culture for a minute. My one of my main leaders was like a dad to me. He's from Port Harcourt, Nigeria. He kind of like raised me, real talk. When I was older, like he really like helped shape my life. And yeah, man, like it's just like I love that. So I would say Afrobeat, I would say Afro jazz, I would say Latin jazz. What else? I would say mambo. I would say it's not too much on the Latin side, even though I call myself the mambo king because I'm Latino, right? But it's funny, like it's kind of like it's a little deceptive now I think about it, because I'm actually more like on the Afrobeat side. But I just love the way that the Mambo King, the way it sounded, and I just chose the name. I thought it was perfect. I thought it rode well. So that's pretty much it. I think it's like my own genre. It's like Afrobeat mixed with jazz. I like to call it Afro jazz. That's what I'm calling it, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Now, what's been the response of your fans at this point to your music?
Yo, honestly, all my fans love my music, bro. Like, they just love it. Like, they love it, man. And I'm really happy about that, I'm learning more and more every day that it's really not about, the numbers and the billboards. These days people are buying their way to that platform. And it's great and all, and there's a lot of money, and that's great. But, most times there's a nasty price that they pay, et cetera, et cetera. I'm more so realizing that, man, like, with a good social growth promoter, you get your music across to a lot of people, and the response, if your music is good, period. Like, the response is going to be great. And it's been great, man. I did a show recently in New York, man. It was popping. The response has been great, and I'm so thankful for that, that, people appreciate the gift,
All right, no doubt. That's definitely dope. What would be your words of encouragement to artists who do music but their style is different, especially since your style is different from what people might normally hear?
Wait. Can you repeat the question? I didn't really understand that.
What would be, all right, there are a lot of artists out here, or there are a lot of people who feel like they got talent who want to jump into the music industry. But they might feel like, man, my style is different from what's going on today. Considering your style is a little different from the norm, what would be your words of advice to someone who might come to you and say, Juni, man, I got this crazy style, but I don't think the world's ready for it?
I would say go with it, you know. I would say go with it, trust your gut, trust your opinion. Your opinion matters. You know, a lot of people want to be doing what everyone else is telling them to do. Like, I got a lot of people that literally, they just write me off. They're like, yeah, you're doing that afrobeat stuff. Like, that's just not even, you know. I have a good friend from, like, childhood, and he thinks I'm crazy for pursuing afrobeats. And I'm like, yo, afrobeats? I said this years ago. I said afrobeats is the next hip-hop. It's going to take over like hip-hop took over because it comes from the same background. So, similar background, you know? And, I mean, just like that, now you're hearing Afrobeats on the radio. Now you're hearing Davido. Now you're hearing that song, Don't Rush, you know, that new song. That's Afrobeat. They're talking in you know, Nigerian pidgin. And so, you know, I you know, you see things coming. You see the market. And as a Latino doing Afrobeat, it's weird, it's different. People are not going to understand it, but at the end of the day, people are going to love it because it's different. And I'm unashamed, and I'm not trying to be anybody. I'm not trying to, you know, be anything other than what I am, which is just a Latino who is heavily influenced by Nigerian culture and the Nigerian pop industry. Heavily influenced. But again, the American industry also, like, really, you know. So I would say, yeah, go with it, trust your gut, but at the same time, learn to play by the rules, learn to also do what others are doing, which is why I have a debut album, which is just straight pop, a little bit of like R&B type hip hop, and then it has hip hop, and then a little bit of Afrobeat, and a little bit of like English reggaeton, if you want to call it. I got a song called One Lady, and it's popping. You know, I really did some nice numbers, and yeah, you know, it's just it's about doing several different genres. You know what I'm saying? Being versatile. That's a big deal right now.
All right, was that?
You know? So, and I think if you're dope, if you're yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Was that album, the project you were referring to, was that Beyond Your Wildest Dreams? Was that project?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What was the response of the people? How was that album received?
Oh man, people loved it, and it's funny because it didn't even like, you know, it didn't do crazy numbers, you know, but I got the main single on Shade 45. It got a lot of streams, and I knew, you know, it was cool, you know, it was cool. The response was great. You know, you see, it's on Instagram, you know, people just, you know, they show all the love, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, this is amazing, and yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Just, you know, slowly making my moves.
All right, now let's in 2019, because that was 2018. In 2019, you released a single, Grind. Tell me a little bit about that single.
Yeah, that Grind, that joint's crazy, yo. It's a great song, man. The song went #1 in South Africa on Google Play, and it was great, man. It's a great song. It's a feel good song. I'm actually releasing a music video for it this year. It's going to be on my next album, which is going to be called Juni the Mambo King. And yeah, you know, it's going to be great, man. So Grind is just like it's a great song. It's just like a feel good song. Did it with my friend in Queens, New York. His name's Josh Nolan. He's a great guy. And it's just a feel good song. It has like that reggae, but really like kind of like that Afrobeat vibe. It has the Afrobeat drum loop, and it's a feel-good song. It has like a lot of different elements in it that just like Hawaiian, you know, beach vibe. I'm definitely shooting a music video for it soon. It's gonna be fun. So yeah, man, you know, just it was a great song. It got a great response, you know. And it's gonna be on the new album coming out this summer.
No doubt. All right, so look, I got two records that I got here. First of all, before I get to the two records, let me ask you about the influence of social media and the World Wide Web. How has that affected your career when it comes to getting your music in places it might not normally be heard?
Yo, man, everyone is on Instagram, yo. And all you need is just a good Instagram promoter, and you can start getting your music listened to several hundreds. And that's where you start. Like, you got to start somewhere. Like, it's not about, back in the day, the music industry was like, you find talent, you find an investor, and that's it. That's the next big hit. Now it's not really like that. Now it's becoming like a do-it-yourself type thing where they're looking for artists that can do this thing themselves to a degree so that now when given a platform, they can, do it at another level. But, they got to see that first, And so that's really where I'm at. I'm just paying my dues, man, slowly just rising up. I've learned to really take it slow. I realized that I could have been further ahead had I really jumped the gun. And now I'm really understanding that everything is actually better when really done at a slower rate so you can really work on yourself.
Definitely, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. All right, so I got two records that I want to play by you. But before we talk about the records, let people know how to actually find you on the World Wide Web.
Yeah, man, hit me up. You could just Google me, Juni Trejo. And just look me up on Instagram, yo, Mambo King Juni. Or just go, just look up, stream my latest single, Juni, Looking My Way, and then Abuana. And yeah, stream the music. So you can find me on all platforms, Apple Music, YouTube, all that stuff.
Okay. You on Facebook and Twitter?
Yes. Yes. Facebook is Juni Trejo, and then Twitter is also Juni Trejo.
Okay. All right. Now, let's talk a little bit about these two records before we let you get out of here. All right. The first one is Looking My Way. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, that's a dope single, yo. That joint is just a buck, man. That joint just hits hard. I love that single. It is just, kind of like, for me, I feel like it's one of the greatest things I've ever created. It just has such a simple yet unique, Afro drums all up in it, like even a little bit of pidgin, Nigerian pidgin English. Like it's just dope. I love it. All my Nigerian friends love it. They're like, yo, this sounds like, you sound like you're a Nigerian, like, and I'm like, nah. Like a lot of people say it, like, they can't believe that it's me. Just because, like, I'll play around and I'll start doing like some wannabe patois, like, or like a little bit of pidgin, because like I've been around it, so I'm really good at like impressions and like accents. I love all that stuff. I love doing like different accents. I'm into acting, and I'm actually starting a TV show soon, but that's another day. But yeah, like just having fun with it and having it come out great. That's pretty much been that's what it's been.
All right, and the other single, pronounce it for me. Ibuana?
Yeah, E-Y and then B-W-A-N-A. Abuana.
Abuana. Tell me a little bit about that, and what does Abuana mean?
Abuana means my Lord or my God. And it's just a song about, like, just my life and, like, things that I've been through. And then, like, my spiritual experience and, like, just how I grew spiritually in the past, like, 10 years,
Okay. All right. So do me a favor. I need you to introduce both those records in the order we just talked to them for the people.
All right, cool. So, yeah, check out, this is my new single, Looking My Way. Check it out.
And after that, we're going to be hitting them with the Abuana.
Oh, and then after that, we're going to be playing my other latest single. It's called Abuana. This is Juni Trejo.
90 seconds.
All right. Appreciate it, my G.
Thank you so much, man.
star. Baby, why you coming my way? Coming my way. Why you coming my way? Baby, why you looking 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 my way? You say you wanna come to my way. Baby, you they drive me crazy. Whoa, 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 hey, bad girl, now she loving the sound, now she loving the sound, now she loving the sound, now she loving the sound. But you put me down, yeah, hey, yeah. Want to break down, hey, Baby, why you looking my way? 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 You say you wanna come to my way. Baby, you they drive me crazy. Right, girl, now she loving the sound, now she loving the sound, now she loving the sound, now she loving the sound. But you put me down. What can they do with the love in your eyes? The love in your eyes, the love in your eyes, the love of my life. You're loving your life, but I was put down. Oh, I was put down. Said she wanted to be part of the sound, like, but they help me. Jesus name. I was a little child out running wild in a small town city. Life ain't looking too pretty. But then I met you at a restaurant in the heart of the city. Cause Ebana makes me a woman today. Something about your love, something about your love, feel it right from your soul. So much in store for us, so much in store for us. So I won't stop with no one.
one time for my man, Juni Trejo. Alright, the Mamba King. Alright, it's your boy Vic XL. This is the Ryan Dirty Show. We'll be back tomorrow with another dope interview. Alright? Y'all keep it locked. We got the duo coming at 6. Yeah.